As the dust settles on a successful 2022 season filled with new faces, let's look at some breakout stars to watch out for in 2023. And first up, we have one of the best female servers on the court currently, Alicia Parks. Let's just say she made an amazing first impression on the tennis world and fans couldn't be more impressed with her. Some people are already comparing her gameplay to the legendary sisters, Serena and Venus Williams. The 21-year-old American player made a splash at the WTA 500 in Ostrava in the first week of October, and she did it with absolute style.
I don't like the cold, so Florida, it helps me move better, stay consistent when I go to hotter places.
Parks defeated former world number 1 Karolina Pliskova in straight sets right after qualifying. Not only that, but she shocked the world with her insane comeback in the match against fan favorite Maria Sakkari. The young player smashed an unbelievable 59 winning shots, which included 15 flawless aces. And while the eventual winner, Barbara Krejcikova, unfortunately defeated her in the quarterfinal, she still won the doubles competition with Katie McNally. Although her season didn't end exactly the way she wanted, it was still nothing short of incredible. The 21-year-old quickly moved on from that tournament and extended her season by taking flight from the United States to Europe in late November, all to improve her performance and ranking, which was below the top 150. Her hard work paid off since she won back-to-back to get her WTA 125 titles in France and Andorra after reaching the Final Four in an ITF tournament in Valencia. And I have no doubt that she'll break into the top 50 WTA rankings this year. The next player on our list also knows a thing or two about quickly climbing the ranks, Cheng Chenwan. If I'm being honest, nobody was surprised when she was chosen as the WTA Newcomer of the Year.
Pressure is that makes me feel the competition.
The 20-year-old's aggressive play helped her climb almost 100 spots in the rankings this season. And by the end of the season, she'd broken into the top 25.
But there are very few moments that can top her match against Iga Swiatek in the 4th round of the French Open in May.
Cheng played with such skill that fans couldn't stop talking about her for days. The poll was during a 37-match winning streak, of course, until Chenwan came along. Iga lost in the opening set of the competition. She might have even lost the match if her Chinese opponent didn't suffer an injury that affected her play.
She won just 2 more sets in March, and Swiatek won the match and the title.
Cheng still wasn't too upset by the loss and competed in a challenger tournament in Valencia. She was shining on the court as she won the tournament. 2022 was a big year for the Chinese player. Fans got to see her play in her first WTA final appearance at the WTA 500 Toray Pan-Pacific Open in Tokyo, as well as semifinal appearances at the WTA 250 Melbourne Somerset 1 and the WTA 1000 Toronto Open. It looks like she's all set to win titles in 2023 with her bold attitude. And while we are on the topic of bold playing styles, our next player has also taken the tennis world by storm, Ben Shelton. The 20-year-old had the highest leap into the year-end top 100 men's singles ranking in 2022, and the Australian Open of 2023 will be his first trip outside the US.
Well, this match is going to get the 5th set.
He's setting off on his first full tour this year, and his journey to get to this spot is amazing. This is because Ben actually attended college rather than taking the usual path of becoming a professional a year ago. He led the Gators to their first NCAA championship final with his father Brian being the head coach of the University of Florida, and his career has only taken off from there, since he defeated Casper Ruud, a French Open and US Open finalist, in the second round of the Masters 1000 competition in Ohio in August. He was a wild card entry, and he's got even the most talented players worried. He'll be stepping onto the court in Melbourne with high hopes of getting his first Grand Slam competition outside of the US Open this year. But he'll be facing tough competition from the next 3 players on our list, starting with Lorenzo Musetti. Now, he's pretty much established himself as one of Italy's rising stars after a strong 2022 season. The Italian was fantastic on clay and even ended up making it to the third round of ATP Masters 1000 tournaments in Madrid and Monte Carlo. That too, before taking home an ATP Challenger Tour victory in Forli. He won his first ATP title on the German clay in Hamburg, all while making it look much easier than it actually was. The 20-year-old went head-to-head with Dusan Lajovic in the opening round and then outlasted Carlos Alcaraz in a gripping final. Yes, the same Carlos Alcaraz that's currently ranked number 1. Lorenzo proved to everyone that he's just as good off the clay during the last few months of 2022. He could convert his abilities to a hard court and ended up defeating fellow countryman Matteo Berrettini. This was his second championship in front of his own supporters in Naples, and Musetti is only going to climb higher into the top 20 next season. But it'll only get more difficult from here onwards because the next player rose up the ranks pretty quickly. Holger Rune. This young Dane started the year outside of the top 100 on the ATP rankings, but he turned things around for himself quickly. Rune rose to the top 50 after winning his first ATP trophy in Munich and making it all the way to the quarterfinals at Roland Garros, where he easily defeated Stefanos Tsitsipas. But he struggled to be consistent since he had a 7-match losing streak. He lost every set he played against a top 100 player for almost 2 months. Still, he pushed through that slump with positivity and won 19 of his next 21 matches after making it to the third round of the US Open and the quarterfinals in Metz. The 19-year-old player won in Stockholm, reached the championship game in Basel, and made it to the final in Sofia. Talk about a comeback.
He ended Felix Auger-Aliassime's 16-match winning streak in Paris before capturing the Masters 1000 title in Bercy. But his biggest accomplishment of last year was when he defeated Novak Djokovic in a thrilling final set to earn his first title at that level.
So, after such a strong season, Rune will be someone to watch out for this year. The only question is, will he be able to step it up in 2023, especially when he goes against the number 1 player on our list, Jack Draper. We saw some insane improvement from Jack Draper in 2022. The British youngster started the year as the 265th ranked man in the world, and he was motivated to move up in the standings, and he did just that.
Now that was a clever approach.
Before moving to the ATP Tour, he had some success on the Challenger Tour, winning 4 titles in 3 months. The left-handed player advanced to his first tour-level semifinal on home soil in Eastbourne after winning the main draw matches in ATP Masters 1000 competitions in Miami and Madrid. But Draper made his biggest impression in North America when he defeated Stefanos Tsitsipas.
This got him his first top 10 victory, before shocking Felix Auger-Aliassime with his skills at the US Open.
The 21-year-old finished the year in 42nd place and will aim to win his first championship in Australia. And there you have it. These were the biggest tennis talents you should look out for in 2023. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.